Okay, this is a continuation of the review. I've already done 1 through 5. 6 is right at the top here, so let's just talk about it. I'm going to minimize my amount of writing because I did write a bunch already. Anyway, number 6 up here, it says, does f of x have a maximum or a minimum? Because there's a negative in front of the leading term, then it's going to have a maximum because it's facing down. That's what this word is, by the way. Opens. Excuse me. Opens downward. And then, so if it's open downward, that means there's a high point. So I'll draw it briefly. All right. So that means that you have to, this has to be the high point, so therefore it has to be a maximum. All right, factoring, this is just the only way to factor a binomial is a GCF, which it doesn't have, and a difference of perfect squares, and these are both perfect squares. Perfect square of 16x squared is 4x and 4x, and 25 is 5 and negative 5. Over here, this one, lucky for, first of all, there's no GCF, but lucky for you all, this is a prime number, so 2x squared can only be broken up one way, 2x and x. And then I'm going to look up 6, and it has to be a positive, but in order for them to be positive, both signs have to be the same. And again, the middle term tells you what sign it is. So I will put the 3 and the 2 in there because those are the factors of 6, and kind of put, and remember, if I had put the 2 over here, it would have caused a GCF, so you're not allowed to cause a GCF, so just be careful. And again, you would check your inners and outers to make sure you are getting -7, which you do. Okay, this one is just, again, this is called a perfect squared trinomial because the first term is a perfect square, the second term is a perfect square, and so that's how I can get x and x. Sometimes the answer key will write it like this. That's a 2. Not that you can tell, but that's a 2. All right, number 11, again, since you're factoring quadratics, which has a highest exponent of 2. The big hint is there's probably an extra GCF in there, and there is, so you take an x out, and you're left with x squared minus x minus 12.
All right, and then once you take out the GCF,